Well, what I know is that on Tuesday morning, Ken Ofori-Atta was moving out of a certain building in Washington, D.C., and that's where he's been living. Sources say he lives there and they've seen his son and wife there as well. So when he got out of the building at the entrance, the agents of ICE surrounded him and swiftly marched him into a vehicle and drove him away to a detention center we now know, which is about an hour and a half from the exact location he was arrested. And he was arrested at the West Light building, which is located at 1141 24th Street in Northwest Washington, D.C. And we are told this is a very expensive residential area in Washington, D.C., located about 20 minutes walk from the White House. And some of the people who have lived in this facility include the immediate past Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, was living in this building. She had a two-bedroom apartment in this building and moved out when she was elected vice president. We know the cost of that facility. I mean, the two-bedroom apartment in that complex, she sold it for $1.85 million at the time she was leaving. So we're told it's a very expensive facility, secure, and prominent people live there. We don't know whether Ken Ofori-Atta has bought the facility or he's renting, but sources say this is where he's been living, going in and out until the morning of January 6th, when the authorities surrounded him and drove him to his current detention center.
I see. So what is the talk among the Ghanaian community in the U.S. about all this that have been happening in Ghana, and now that he's been detained? And you may also talk to us about the operations of ICE and what exactly they do.
Well, I think the Ghanaians I encounter here in the U.S. Are very livid about Ken Ofori-Atta and how he managed the economy. I met a student who said, and I quote, "I hate Ken Ofori-Atta with passion." And this student had a grievance because when he completed school, national service, he invested, and this haircut and others really affected him. So whenever you mention Ken Ofori-Atta's name, he doesn't want to hear. I have traveled quite a bit since I got here. I think I've been to at least 20 of the states, and I meet Ghanaians when I travel around, and they are not happy about the stewardship of Ken Ofori-Atta, and I think many are jubilating and happy that he's been arrested and hope that he will be taken back to Ghana to face justice. When we talk about ICE, I think those who watch foreign news and sometimes social media, these officials go around to enforce the immigration policy of the US. So most of their activities, sometimes they go to public places, factories, and other places to do mass sweeps and arrests. But in the case of Ken Ofori-Atta, we are hearing that it was like a targeted operation. It wasn't like a mass sweep. And as we know, this is a high-end residential complex. So it appears they went there purposely to arrest him. And once they got him into the car, they moved.
I see. We also understand that his visa was revoked or expired. I don't know which is which. But what do you know about this particular one?
Yes, for this piece of information, I am learning from the Attorney General, who has said that his visa was revoked as far back as July 2025, and he was given up to November 2025 to leave the United States. And of course, if or visa is revoked, then that means continuous stay beyond the grace period is a violation of the immigration laws of the United States. So it appears that is the reason they have arrested him. We are also told that on the 20th of this month, he will have his first appearance in court in relation to this arrest. What is not clear is whether he would be granted bail prior to the court appearance, or he will remain in detention up to the 20th of January, when he makes his first appearance in court to perhaps challenge his arrest and detention.
I see. Great. Let me come to you, Haruna. I mean, Ken Ofori-Atta served this country for almost 8 years as finance minister. And, you know, of course, he traveled out on the permission, notice to the state that he was going for health care, medical care and all of that. Why is it so difficult for him to come? Is it because he's still undergoing treatment? Or, why is it so difficult for him to come back and face face accountability, or be accountable to the people, as it were?
Hello. Everybody knows that Ken Ofori-Atta went out because he was unwell. We know what happened to him in the COVID period. If Ghanaians are so concerned about why he's outside, to come and face accountability, somebody who has faced accountability in absentia and been charged and jailed, the government is not interested to go after that person. Nobody's asking questions about that person. Set it up. What's happening? Nobody's asking. Government is not interested. Yeah, she has to come and serve her sentence. Nobody's talking about it. It is clear that from what I heard from Manasseh, that this was a targeted arrest that was made at him. However, the Attorney General has not been truthful to us, saying that his visa has been what? That his visa was what? Revoked. His visa was never revoked. His visa expired, and he wrote for extension. And at the time that he was being arrested, the ICE people were not having this information of he applied. In the US, if your visa is being revoked, they will pick you out. How can his visa be revoked and then they will still leave him there, or even give him a deadline and does not follow up to implement the consequences of the revoking of the distance? The Attorney General should learn to be very truthful to us at most times. We need accurate information. If you don't have information...
So your point is that the visa did not... it was not revoked.
It was not revoked.
It rather expired.
Yeah, it expired. And it happened. It's normal. Even US citizens are affected with the ICE activities. Even US citizens. You heard recently, one woman was killed, right?
But that one was, that's a totally different matter.
No, but is the immigration people?
Yes.
Yeah, so is it not the same people?
Totally different.
No, but is it not the same people?
The woman was shot in the car.
No, I'm saying that, is it not the same immigration people? They're the same people. They are doing this an exercise they do. And Ken Ofori-Atta is caught up in that particular exercise because his visa has been expired. He will be given the opportunity to appear in court because the legal team is working on that. As to whether where he lived was closer to the White House, go and check the Jubilee House. There are houses closer to the Jubilee House. People are living in there. Are those people rich? Go and check the former castle. Go and check people who basically cannot earn so much.
Your point
so it's not about you being closer. Let's not try to exaggerate matters.
The point is, from what Manasseh is saying, it's an upmarket area. And if our finance minister, who has done all the things he's done, data bank, everything, is living in an upmarket area in another country,
you see, we are speaking to a specific matter. As I'm in Accra, I live in somebody's house. If you see the house I come out from, you think it's not my house. All the while when I was appointed a deputy general secretary, somebody gave me accommodation to stay. Okay, I don't have a house, but I stay in a house. If you see me coming from this thing, where is the expensive place? Where the minister, the wife pays for his this thing. One minister, the wife pays.
You don't want to talk about
so,
the one in the Washington.
you see, if you see me come out from that place and you think it is mine, let's look at the substance. Let's look at the actual content, and let's not try to garnish issues that will bring suspicion and then expand the discussion for people to begin to say, how can everybody in US hate Ken Ofori-Atta? How can everybody? That is not possible.
You said the Ghanaians he has met and one student.
Not even one has even said anything.
He said one student. That's
okay. I love Manasseh, but I think some of these things, sensational reports on
given
those things.
All that we've been hearing, why won't he come back and clear his name and everybody is fine?
Has he not responded through his lawyers?
Is
our legal system not allowing lawyers representation? The legal system allowed. How was Sedenham tried? How was Sedenham tried?
But Sedenham started trial. No, she started in Ghana and later left for the US.
The point is that, does the legal system allow you to be tried in absentia?
So your point is that if the legal system allows
you are a lawyer,
which is the case,
it is the case.
He should be tried in absentia.
He can be tried. If they think they have...
this is beyond, this is beside the legal matter.
Yes.
Or the legal process.
Yes.
But he served as finance minister. There are a few questions to answer. Will it not be appropriate to appear and answer those questions and say, okay, these are the questions you have for me, these are my answers, my hands are clean?
If there are no options to answer them, he would have come. There are options. His health is more important. It's better to treat my health rather than to come and answer questions that law allows somebody to answer for me.
Very well. Manasseh had a quick point to make.
Yes, he has made a strong point, which is trying to, or he said Attorney General has not been truthful, and that Ken Ofori-Atta's visa
expired.
He rather is being untruthful.
How so?
The fact that Ken Ofori-Atta's visa has not expired. His visa is expected to expire on the 14th of February 2026.
Oh, 2026.
He has three visas. The US visa is expected to expire on the 14th of February 2026. He has a UK visa that is expected to expire on April 21, 2032, and he also has a Canadian visa that is expected to expire on May 31st, 2031. So there's a point in there that his visa has not been revoked, it's expired. That is false.
Okay, so given the circumstance, it could only be a revocation that will make ICE now come after him.
Exactly.
Very well.
Is it sell-up?
Not expiration. Not expiration.
we are all citizens.
No, after thought.
Listen, when you asked him the first question, what did he tell you? He told you that he absolutely has no information on certain, except the report of the Attorney General. This is an afterthought. Please.
But
has he provided any evidence? Let him show let him show the biodata of the.
You are disputing.
I am telling you, let him show the biodata. He's the one accusing. Let him show the biodata. Right, that is not truthful.
All right, no problem. So
I personally have also heard with the Attorney General that the said arrest is not simply because of a visa expiring or whatever, and that it is a fallout from the extradition request they made. So let's put that in perspective. And again, Haruna, I think that from what I have also seen in confidence, reports I have seen, the visa is not expired. It was cancelled rather. The word they have to use is revoked. It was cancelled. And it was cancelled such that they had to ambush Ken Ofori-Atta, literally, from the 111-24 address to pick him up. It wasn't as though, the random search where your documents are demanded. He was picked up and sent to detention. Of course, as one of the countries that also has a lot of respect for rule of law, they will give you every opportunity to respond to whatever you will need to respond to before the courts. But from what I know, this arrest is simply a fallout from the extradition process that the AG had initially made to the US authorities. So let's put that in proper perspective. But Solomon, coming down to our country, I recall when the Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta was still the finance minister, in one of his interviews, he was asked whether he will resign when the indicators were so awful. His response was that he's a father and he cannot abandon his children. I wonder why the fatherliness in him has suddenly evaporated. Clearly, this is not
chasing the father.
Yes.
People are chasing the father.
People are asking questions of the father, and I think that if it was down to integrity issues, if I were him, if I had the balls he had to take the kind of decisions he took,
you'd have come down.
I would have come down.
Even though he's sick.
No. You see, Salom, if somebody is sick and cannot attend to court hearing, your medical reports that you submit to the court would even make the court sometimes adjourn your case. They can even adjourn for a year for you. Clearly.
No, but he has sent that. He has,
you see, but Salom,
Mayo Clinic.
Salom, you see, as a public office holder, it should be in your interest to want to answer questions in the minimum. Sometimes these questions are not in the form of sending you to court per se, right? Salom, I have this document. I don't understand. How did we arrive at 55 instead of 50? You may be able to provide sufficient explanation. That, I mean, does not lead to a court matter. Why is he running away? Initially, we were all skeptical that truly maybe he's not well. That's what those of us down there, the Trotro people, thought, and that he needed to receive medical attention. But you check the date that between him and the OSP correspondence. I will return in, was it May?
Yeah, in June.
In June, and dates are given, and then they come back to say that he is receiving medical attention. So if the next 10 years or 20 years, there's medical attention, whatever he did in office, he should not account for it. And you see, Haruna is quick to point to a former Maslock CEO whose matter had been tried and says that she should come down and face whatever. But Ken Ofori-Atta should stay there and receive medical attention. This is contrasting. And I think that, no.
Let me, yes.
It's not.
I want to go to Franklin now.
I think I should allow you to go to, but Haruna, whatever it is, whilst you beat the hen, you should beat the hawk equally. He has held our money and is now running away from accountability. I think that is not. It's not fair. It's not fair to all of us. We are asking questions.
It is not proven.
Haruna, we are out of.